Today is going to be
Finally.
an amazing call, bro. Let me know where you guys are from in the chat. Let me know where you guys are from in the chat. All right, let me know if you guys can see this, but this is what we are going to be learning today. So, calling it the DaVinci Resolve University. Here, let me open this chat really quick, see if we can. Yep, you guys can see it. All right, let's get it. Okay, so uh, basically, what you will learn today is we're going to go through five different things. Okay. So, five different things we're going to learn today. First thing we're going to learn is color grading, right? And basically, I'm going in order of a almost like if you were editing a short form piece of content, right? Now, that's what we're going to be, that's how I'm going to do it. So, these are kind of out of order, but basically, we're going to be first learning A to Z color grading. Then we're going to learn the master of animating. So just how to animate certain things, right? Just specific things like PNGs, texts, pop-ups, whatever it is, right? Then we're going to learn sound effects, audio editing, and then we're going to learn advanced editing techniques. So like just things to speed up your workflow, speed up your timeline, whatever it is. And then finally, we're going to go over at the end productivity hacks. So first, we're going to go over color grading. We're going to go over how Hollywood does it, guys. So here's the biggest thing about color grading. It's like you have to have the right thing called a LUT in order to get your footage to look good. So if you're not using LUTs, then it's very hard for your yes, this meeting is recorded. This meeting is recorded. It will be sent to your email after the call. But yeah, like I said, as a guy, so LUTs are basically just transform your footage. So like let's give you a base starting point. And actually I'm thinking I'm gonna give away the LUTs for free. So if you wait till the end, I will give the LUTs for completely free. If you guys stay till the very end of this call, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat with the free LUTs. Okay, just for you guys, just because you showed up on the call. We have 30 people. So 30 people are getting my LUTs for free because you guys came to the call. So congratulations. So yeah, like I said, guys, so in this section, we're gonna learn how Hollywood achieves its signature high quality through professional color grading techniques. You might be surprised to learn that some of your favorite films were actually edited on DaVinci Resolve. Actually, believe it or not, you can look it up on Google. There's some like very popular films edited and color graded mainly in DaVinci Resolve. Believe it or not. Um, so using DaVinci Resolve, yeah. So we're gonna break down methods and secrets that bring out the cinematic polish. And like I said, guys, this is kind of like an A to Z course. So I'm going to be showing beginner stuff and advanced stuff. Okay, so let's move on. So like I said, wait till the end. I'll give you my free LUT. Then we're going to learn animation, mastering the art of animation. And it's not going to be nothing crazy, right? So we're going to be able to go into like PNGs, texts, a bunch of different things to streamline and work your workflow and just how to navigate through the Fusion page. And I'll go in detail on how to navigate through there as well. But how to create powerful skills a video editor can master is one of the most powerful skills a video editor can master. It brings a whole new level of creativity to your work. In this section, we'll dive in the essentials of animations. All right. So next, we're going to learn sound design. Sound design is arguably, in my opinion, one of the most essential steps to taking your edits to the next level. And that's arguably like one of the most controversial things, like I think. I think that sound design can take your video edits from being like a 5 to like a 10, right? And the thing about most of you guys, like I've seen some of your work on my Discord and just on the editing contest, the biggest thing that you guys need help with, welcome to the guy who just joined. Welcome. We're just going over what we're going on, man. But anyways, like most of you guys are just you don't know how to mix the audio. And DaVinci Resolve actually has one of the best audio softwares in like all of editors editing softwares, and even in the free version too. Like one of the best editing softwares. There's literally a dedicated music page, and it is one of the most advanced sound pages out of all the editing software. So like if you guys have no reason to not be knowing how to master the art of sound effects. So we'll definitely go over that. It's going to be a big one. Then we're going to go over editing techniques, streamline your editing workflow, such as valuable time with this session. Learn my techniques for navigating DaVinci Resolve efficiently so you can cut down on hours of work and focus on more client projects, right? Then we're going to go over productivity hacks last but not least. Okay, so now we're actually going to get into DaVinci Resolve and do all of these things. So now let me just share my screen here. This is my basically my Sorry, okay. So this right here, guys, is basically just some practice footage that I have. I actually did it as like I did this video and I posted it on IG already. So also let me know if you guys are having any playback feed, any problems or whatever. Just let me know in the comments. I can see the comments. So, all right, guys. So first things first, we're going to go over the mastering of color grading. And like I said, for those who just joined, I'm going to be giving away my pack for completely free. Okay. Um, at the end of this call, you have to stay to the call. That's the only bargain that I have with you guys. A free pack if you stay till the end of the call. Okay. How does that sound? How does that sound, guys? How does that sound? Let me know. If you guys stay till the end of the call, I'll give you my pack for free. But you have to stay till the end of this call. So let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comments. I'm looking at them right now. Good to go. Good to go. Love it. Sounds amazing. Great, great, great. Awesome. Awesome. All right, let's get it. So, okay. So coming into the color page, over here, you have two things. So one is called, sorry guys, I'm trying to get rid of this. Okay. Okay, so one of them is called the gallery, and then one is called LUTs. So it's actually kind of interesting and how you can even install LUTs in the first place. But essentially, LUTs are very easy to install. You just go through your files in your Finder window or whatever you are on your Mac, PC, whatever, right? So these are the LUTs that I have that I'll give you guys for just completely free. But basically, first thing is I'm going to actually change this back to my timeline back to normal. So I'm going to hit Shift-9 and I'm going to press use vertical resolution to get my footage back to normal. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Where's that? Okay. Okay. So yeah, get your timeline back to normal, okay, by doing that Shift-9 and then turning it back to vertical resolution. And then we're going to go over to the editing page. And in this gallery right here, you're going to have things that are called stills and power grades, okay? So as you can see, I have a whole bunch of power grades myself. Essentially, what a power grade is something that you can save and that will carry on to each and every single timeline, like forever. It'll always be there, okay? So it'll always be there. Guys, for those who are asking where the LUT is for the free LUT, I will give you guys the free LUT at the end of the call. That's the only bargain that I have. You have to stay till the end of the call for me to give you the LUT, and I can actually give you some practice footage too if you guys want that as well. But anyways, let's get back to the call. But anyways, so power grades. So I'm going to show you guys how to save a power grade. But basically, I have this power grade right here that I use in every single video. Every single video. It's actually this one right here. And basically, you can see that if we just preview this, it automatically color grades my footage. And this goes hand in hand with editing efficiently, editing faster, right? If you film frequently in a spot or you're editing frequently in a spot, then why not save a preset that is just going to literally just be a drag and drop template, right? That's just going to always work for that same video, which is why they invented power grade. So power grades, like I said, it carries on to each and every single project. So if I go create a new project right now, these will still be in here. Okay, so basically I shoot and log on my camera. So with that being said, when I shoot log on my camera, I have to change it back to a color space transform. And that stuff is hard to remember, guys. When you're shooting with cameras, you're shooting with high quality footage, the color space transform setting is so hard to actually realize. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to drag and drop this power grade and you'll see what this actually looks like. So you can see that if I just turn off this color space transform, you can see that it just brings my footage back to life. Now, here's the thing about this color space transform, guys. So if we go to effects, you can see I already have it preloaded, added on. And I'll show you everything that I strategically placed down, okay? So basically, this is what it takes to turn my footage back to normal. So I use Sony S Gamma 3 Cine, Sony S Log 2, Rec 709, and Gamma 2.4 to turn my footage back to normal. Now, this is with and without my Ryan Orange and Teal LUT, guys. This is what you are going to be getting for free. So if I actually just full screen this, you can see this is with and without my LUT. It's actually an insane, actually, this is with and without my LUT. So you guys can clearly see this difference. It's just crazy. It brings out all the colors, okay? It brings out all the crazy colors. Can you share your camera settings for S-Log 2? We can't see your full screen. What do you mean you can't see my full screen? Someone explain. Oh, when I full screen it, you can't see it. Okay, we see. Okay, we're okay. Okay, we're good. Okay, so you guys can see when I turn this LUT on and off that you can see the difference, right? Let me just clarify that. Okay, cool, cool, cool. All right, cool. Thank you guys for letting me know. Okay, yeah. So this is what the LUT can actually do. And actually, guys, like believe it or not, the LUT is genuinely the biggest part when it comes to color grading. Like, and that's coming from years of experience. Like a LUT just takes control of your whole footage, right? Literally just the whole thing. So with that being said, I have a whole timeline right here full of nodes. And so what you're going to do is you're going to basically just create this node timeline, okay? By doing so, you're going to double click and press add a node and then just go over to corrector. So this is how you add all these individual nodes that I have right here, like so. Okay, so that's how you add those. So you add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and to get this, it's called a color panel mixer. You're going to double click and go to add node and go to this right here, mixer. So this is how you get this, okay? Now, you have to strategically place these key out points. So if you look at my key out points, you have to take this green and apply it to the green, apply it to the green, apply it to the mixer panel, and this green apply it to the mixer panel, apply it to the green, and then you're good to go, okay? So the reason why I have my color space transform right here is because we want all of these effects to happen before the color space transform. Then after the color space transform, we have what's called the LUT. And that's what really brings the footage to life. And then after the LUT, you add on any effects that you ever want to. So say let's say I wanted to add a corrector and I wanted to, by the way, you drag and hold this corner to add it to the line. So you just let go and it adds to the line, okay? So let's just say I wanted to do a masking, right? So we have a circle right here. We click the circle. We're going to drag it to my liking, right? So we're going to go over my face just like this is how I do my YouTube tutorials. And then we're going to go to the smoothness and turn it to 0, right? Then we're going to double click and go ahead and hit add an alpha out point. And you see this blue dot, we're just going to connect that dot right there. Boom. Now we have an alpha out point and we can actually move this wherever we want. So now if we go back here, we have a nice circle, right? So that's just an example. So let's say I wanted to add some vignetting, some glow to my footage, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the effects, add some vignetting. Where is it? Right here. Boom. And then you can turn the size up to make that like kind of filmish look. Maybe go to advanced and you can pinpoint like my face right here. What's going on? Will this recording? Yes, this recording will be available after the call. Okay. How did I learn all this? Bro, years of experience, bro. Years and years of YouTube, years and years of actually just learning the software, literally. So I started when I was 16 and I'm almost 20 now. So yeah, about almost 4 years. But anyways, so you actually turn this down and it will kind of change the way that it looks. So if you can see here, it's kind of like flat. But if you do this, now it's at kind of like a circle look, right? Then you could turn the softness up to where it barely looks. And then how you can see what it looks like before and after is just by clicking this little 9 button. Boom, boom. You can see the before and after. Down here, you can really tell there's a darkness spot right there. Turn it on. Boom, there's a darkness. Now it is dark. Turn it off. Now it's not dark, right? So when it comes to glow, we're gonna go search for some glow. Boom, add some glow on. It's barely noticeable because you need to turn on the spread up, the ratio, and then also the shine threshold, my bad. So you can tell right here, and also you can see my levels right here as I turn this up, that it does a crazy effect right here. But yeah. So if you guys want to go ahead and just do overlay screen and then come here and change the color to like a really fiery orange and hit OK. It brings out cooler colors. So look, you can see my face right there. Do you see what it does to my face? It makes my face look a lot more lightful on it. And it really brings out the colors of my face. And that's what you're able to do by changing the color of the actual glow. But glow is a very cool effect, actually. So, all right, guys. So we're going to start from the beginning now. So we have a preloaded effect called noise reduction on this clip. What noise reduction does is basically just if I have noise within the background of my clip right here, which I don't, you can see there's no like little dotted noise, whatever. Then you're just going to turn the Luma threshold all the way up if that is the case. But for my case, I do not have that, so I'm just going to go back to zoom to fit. Okay, then we have exposure. What you're going to do in the exposure tab is come down to the wheel. It's called color wheels. Come to the color wheels. And you're going to mess with the lift, gamma, and gain. So just play with this right here. So you can bring it a little brighter. You can bring it a little lower if you want. However you want it to look, just go pure based off of how you look. I wouldn't mess with too much of the lift, to be honest, because it just brings the whole image to look like you're just putting like a flash effect on it, which isn't really cool in my opinion. So I wouldn't do that if I were you guys, but totally up to you at the end of the day. Balance is a huge one, guys. So balance is also going to be in the color wheels. And there's a reason why we do all of these on a different effect, okay? So balance, you're going to go to the temp right here. And basically, if your footage is too warm, you're going to turn the color to the colder side. Now, if it's too cold, you're going to turn it to the warm side. But for my instance, it needs to be at 0 because it is already perfectly balanced on my camera. That's just if your white balance is off. Now, guys, this is a huge one right here. This is if your skin is like looking whack. So if my skin's looking really red, this is where you're going to change that. So under the skin tab, we're going to go to the color picker right here, and we're actually just going to draw out my face. That's exactly what we're going to do. Draw out my face, and then what's up? Maybe I'll learn in 21. No, bro, you'll be able to learn in the next year with what I have coming up for you guys here soon. So, dang, we got 40 participants. Welcome to everyone who joined. I did not see. That is totally my fault. But anyway, so you can come here and click this, and you can see what I'm clicking. So this button right here will basically show you what you're clicking. Now, since my skin is like almost the same color as my hair, it's obviously going to pick out my hair. But if you come here and mess with these slider bars, you can pick it to where it only goes to your skin, and it only affects your skin by just messing with these bars. But it's going to be very tricky if you're in an environment that all the colors look the same. But basically, with this skin thing touched on, you're just going to go to the saturation and mess with the saturation. So if it's too red, you're going to turn the saturation down. If it is too vibrant, then you're just going to turn the saturation up. And then you can see what it looks like by coming here. So as you can see, it only affected my hair and my face, what we had selected here. So if we turn the saturation back down to 0, now you can see that it's at 0. But if we now pick the saturation at 50, now it looks normal. Now my skin looks normal. So that's how you mess with your skin. That's how you tailor to your skin. But I actually do not need that effect because I just don't need it. Okay. Then, like we said, we went over the color space transform, brings your footage back to life. Then, guys, this is the biggest one, is the LUT, guys. So this is the biggest one. Ryan, orange, and teal. So you're going to get these LUTs for free. So let's just say I wanted to reset this. I'm going to show you how easy it is and what the LUTs look like. So I'm just going to grab on number 5. Boom. That's it. Look at that. Look at that difference, guys. This is what the LUTs bring to your footage. And those who just joined, if you stay till the end of the call, I'm going to be giving out my LUTs for completely free. Okay. Completely free. Yes, you heard me. Will you talk about more of the marketing side, like getting higher tickets? Yeah, we'll go over that later in the Q&A section at the end. Okay, so then we have all of these different LUTs. So if we reset this, we can do this. Obviously, it doesn't look as good. We can do this one. We can do this one. We can do this one. But this one just brings out that look. That just makes it look amazing. Okay, so then like we went over those effects right there. But yeah, guys, that is going to conclude like the color grading section. And since I have this clip cut up, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit Command C on this clip right here, down here. I'm going to go ahead and hit this one, hit Shift and hold all of these and just hit Command V, and it'll just apply it to all of these effects right here. So now if you cut up your clip and you want to color grade them all, you can just go ahead and do that. So, but yeah, guys, that is going to conclude the LUT pack and all that stuff. Can I have if I don't know anything about color grading, is it okay if I add the LUT and leave it like that? So yeah, guys, so I'll give you an example of an how you guys can just straight up just add the LUT. So let me give you an example. So if we wanted to add like just some B-roll footage, or like I don't know. I don't know what's a good example, but I'm trying to find something in my thing right here. But basically, I'm going to use this picture as an example. So I'm going to zoom this out. And since it's already just there, if you just want to come here and just add my LUT, you can do that. Like you can do that. Like it'll still look good. So like, you know, it brings out his skin tones and stuff like that. So here's the thing about this. If you're going to do this, then something I would recommend is coming down to this picker. It's called key, and go to the key output, and then you can turn it down by doing this. So you can turn the LUT down, basically. Okay, so hope that helped your question there. But if you guys have any other questions, then drop them down in the chat right now before we before we move on. You might have said it, but do you normally add the LUT first and then start editing the other color nodes? So no, I actually I add all the nodes first. So here, I'll show you. So here's the thing, like with my footage, like I said. So if we go here, you can see that all of this is just a pre-loaded effect like a power grade. Okay. And to get a power grade, you're going to double click and just hit grab stills. That's it. Okay. So that's how that works. And I just do that. But if I was editing from zero, I would basically add the LUT. I would go in order. So I would start with noise, exposure, balance, all of this, color space transform, LUT, vignetting, glow, right? So that's how I would start that. That's how I would do that. I would just go in order. But if you want to add the color space transform first, you can. It's just totally up to you, right? So let me know if you guys have any more questions in the comments down below. I'm taking all requests. So it depends on color grading. So if you're using just basic footage you found off YouTube, then yes, color grade first so that you can know what you're looking at when you're editing, right? But if you're working with like 4K client footage, you might not want to color grade first. You might want to edit with the raw footage so it doesn't tax on your computer. But I personally color grade and then edit. That's how I personally work. It just makes more sense for me. So yeah. Dang, 44 people. Let's go. Thank you to everyone who has come out today. We're about to move on to the next section. So the next section is going to be animation. Guys, we're going to be learning how to do title animation first. So we're going to grab a text plus right here, and I'm going to show you guys some basic animations. Okay, so let's say I'm going to mute this for this instant. So for this instant, I say if you edit in DaVinci Resolve and you want to level up as a video editor. So I'm going to lengthen this to this clip right here, and we're going to go ahead and do a railway text title. This text title is actually completely free too, guys. So you guys could easily go grab this text title. But I'm going to do it on black. I'm going to turn this up. This is just me designing my for a YouTube tutorial to make good trees. Can I get the recording of this class? I missed starting. Yes, everything will be recorded, guys. Okay. So this whole thing is recorded. It'll be sent to all of your emails. Okay. So no worries about that. 47 people. Let's go. That's a W. Okay. For those who missed it, this call is recorded. Okay. So, anyways, guys, so right here, I'm going to give you guys some extra sauce and we're going to go into the Fusion page right here. And I'm going to do shift space and search for a glow. I'm going to turn this glow up and then turn the actual glow down so it gives a subtle glow look. Then we're going to go ahead and do shift space and add a drop shadow. Make sure you're doing this one right here. We're going to enter that in. I don't like the actual shadow. So what I like to do is turn the shadow strength all the way up, the blur all the way down. So it like creates like an outline and then just change the distance to like right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go to the shading, go to number 2, enable the red outline, turn the thickness up, and we're going to change the outline to like a blue, just like that. So that looks super cool. And yeah, so now we're going to go back to the Fusion page. And sorry, is someone talking? Someone there? Oh, my bad. Okay. Anyways, so I'm actually just zoom out on this scale. I'm gonna do 50%. Just it allows me to like see it a lot clearer. Okay, so how to do the animation. Okay. This is the most important part. I want you guys to be writing down notes or following along with me because this is pure sauce right here. Okay. So under whatever you have after the template, whether it's just the template or all the effects, right? For my example, it's the drop shadow, right? When changing the color of the outline, how did you? Oh, okay. All right. Sorry. That was a random question. So we're going to hit shift space and go for a transform. Okay. Now there's 2 different transforms that you can do. Okay. So this XF one is going to be the more, so we'll add it actually. So we'll add it into the node and you can know that it's in there just by wiggling this around. It'll be on the lines. So this, you're going to have very limited effects. You're still going to have effects, like you can still move it and stuff, but you're very limited. So if you go ahead and grab the first transform, which is this, you can edit almost every single position, right? And it's a lot more tedious and it's a lot more advanced. So for this technique today, we're going to just do the XF one. So once you guys all have that XF in there, we're going to just try a simple animation that goes all the way up here. Okay. So on frame 0, is there anything you're looking for when it comes to font thickness, spacing, etc.? Guys, we'll have a bunch of questions at the end of this session. I just want to make sure I can get through this. So if you guys have the questions, just save them for the end of the end, please. Thank you. So like I said, guys, so we're going to go to the 0.5 on the Y section right here, and we're going to turn this all the way down to where it's off the screen. And you can also drag and drop this thing right here, but we're just going to use the Y for now. So then we're going to hit a keyframe. And here's the thing, guys. I like to exaggerate my animation. So I like to go 30, 35 frames. Call me crazy. So then we're going to go 0.5 and bring it back up. And actually, since we want to bring it up here, I'm actually going to bring it up like this. So I'm going to bring it up just like that. So now if we play this through, you have a basic, boring animation, right? So I'm going to zoom to fit, zoom out a little bit. Okay, so spline, go to the spline, check mark the transform 1, and this little button right here is your best friend. You're going to hit that button. It's going to zoom to fit your whole timeline. Okay, this is a shortcut. Now you're going to hit Shift A if you're on PC or Command A if you're on Mac. That's going to highlight both your points. You're going to double click and go to Ease and go to Out Cubic. Okay, this is just going to basically just smooth your animation up just like that. Look at how fire that looks now, right? So let's go to let's go to 50. Yeah. Okay. So if we play this through, boom, look at that fire animation. Okay. Now let's make it look better. Okay. Let's go to settings, motion blur, and turn that quality all the way up. Now this is going to look, as you can see, it's going to blur it, which is perfect. So now it looks 10 times better, guys. This is amazing. I love this. Okay. So now pair that up with a shift space, a camera shake. So we're going to add a camera shake. Make sure you do this one right here. We're going to turn the X deviation down and the Y deviation down, the overall strength down and the speed down, and then go ahead and play that through. And you can see it gives a subtle shake, as you can see right there. Okay. So now if we play this through on our text, so now what we're going to do is so I'm going to cut that up right there. I'm going to go to the text. I'm going to say, if you edit, I'm going to cut that right there. I'm going to do edit. So like if you edit in DaVinci, so in DaVinci Resolve, cut that there. DaVinci Resolve. I'm actually going to go to the spacing and push them closer like that. Okay, so now if we look at this, boom, just like that. If you edit in DaVinci Resolve, and so if you edit in DaVinci Resolve and you want, and you want to level up. Okay, so we're just going to cut that there for that videos for the live call's sake. So now we have something like this. So now, as you can see, doing that animation, the reason why we grab a Text Plus is so we can add these cuts and that it's just going to stay animating, right? That's the beauty of DaVinci Resolve, like in the animation, right? So let's look at these questions that we have. I would have never thought of this. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. How many people do we have in here? How many people do we have? Let's see. 47. Perfect. Okay. So yeah, guys, and this can get more advanced. So this is going to be an advanced feature. So we're going to unlink both of these clips right here. I'm going to go ahead and double click and create a new compound clip. And with this compound clip, I'm going to hold Option and just scroll up. So that way it is just above the text layer. Then we're going to go to the Fusion page. And this is a pro effect. So we're going to go ahead and do Magic Mask. So here's the thing. I'm not going to do this for this call, but basically I would outline my subject and it would come up behind him. The reason why I'm not going to do that is because I don't know if my computer would crash while being on this call with you guys today. And I don't want to risk that. I want to give you guys the most sauce as possible. Okay. So, but that's what I would do. But in this instant, I'm just going to leave it above. So as you can see, if you edit in DaVinci Resolve, and honestly, you know what we can do right here is we can grab something in my power bins called just the DaVinci Resolve logo. Okay. So you guys can just grab this DaVinci Resolve logo wherever you want, right? So in order to keep it in this position right here, I'm going to go ahead and double click and create a new compound clip at the end of this. And I'm going to drag these above it. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and use these and hit D on my keyboard to deactivate them. Then I'm going to turn this one like right here. And like I said, guys, I would put this behind me, but for this video's sake, I'm not going to do that. What do compound clips do, or how do I know when to use them? Okay. So compound clips, guys, is very simple. Okay. What this compound clip right here did for me is if I open this up in the timeline, if I wanted to, okay, so you see here that I have this clip right here. So if we put this right here, and if I add any sort of animation on it, it's not going to stay in this position. It's going to go back to 1, 0, 0. Okay. So when I create a compound clip, what this compound clip is going to do for me is it's going to keep it in that position, right? So compound clips can be used for that, or to take multiple different effects and just combine them into one, right? So I hope that makes more sense. Okay. All right. So let's move on. So now we're going to go into the Fusion page. We are going to hit Shift Space and add a transform, add that transform in, but this time we're going to go up off the page. Hit a keyframe on 0, and this animation will only do about 22 seconds. Then we're going to go back to 0.5. Go to the motion blur and turn the quality all the way up, etc. Go to spline, transform, zoom to fit. We just learned all of this. Command A, double click, ease, and out cubic. So now if we play this back, it goes like this. Okay, same animation. But what we're going to do here is we're going to turn, once we start seeing the animation, we're going to go to opacity and turn it down. Hit a keyframe, go to like right here, and just turn it up just a little bit. Okay. And there's a reason why. Because once we tag this on with this, edit in DaVinci Resolve, and you want to level up, blah, blah, blah. Okay. We're just going to cut this clip and act like this is the end of the clip here for this example. So then we would go to effects and add my overlay right here, add this in, and go to screen as the blend mode. So now we play this frame by frame, boom, just like that. 7 questions, holy. Okay, 50 participants, nice, let's go, guys. Bro's dedicated. Yes, guys, I will give you guys shortcuts. Do not worry. You guys will see all the shortcuts that I have in this video, okay? So now I have a preloaded effect and a whole animation, so then it's going to just auto-animate out just like that, okay? So that is going to be animation, guys. That is going to be the animation section. Animation is a beauty, honestly. So let me know if you guys have any questions about that section. But yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to do for animation. Let me know if you guys have any questions. 50 participants. Drop a 2 in the comments if you are ready to move on. Drop a 2. I need to see 50 twos. 50 people saying 2 in order for me to move on. Everyone in the chat. Wow, look at this. This is insane. This is insane. Okay. All right, guys, we're going to move on. I believe you want to move on. I believe you. Okay, I believe you. All right. So, guys, here's the thing. Sound effects is very controversial, okay? Because you need to have the right sound effects. Now, I'm going to debate giving you guys my sound effect pack for free at the end of the call. If you guys stay till the end, I will think about it. Okay? But basically, these are all of my sound effects. These are all the sound effects. And honestly, those are the only sound effects that you ever need to use. Ever. Literally ever. The only sound effects. I don't go out and get any more sound effects. I just have them here in my power bins. And we'll go over the power bins and how I streamline my workflow later on in this tutorial, or in the call. Okay. So don't worry, guys. So guys, as you can see, we have an animation here. Okay. So we have to add an animate or a swoosh effect right here. So if we double click this, this is going to be the effect that we're going to use. Okay. So if we use this, We're going to put this down here. We're going to go right here. Oops. Okay. So it's a little too loud, right? If you edit it, it's a little too loud, right? So we're going to go ahead and turn the audio down, and I'm going to turn the semitones down by like 1. Okay. So if you edit in DaVinci Resolve, and honestly, I think this might be the bad sound effect for this example. This is a good one right here. This is the long one that I'm looking for. So we're going to go ahead and put this one in here. I'm going to start it like right here. And I'm going to make sure this track type is on mono. So it is. So I'm going to turn this down by 4-ish. And I'm going to turn the semitones down by like 2 to 3. Okay. So then we're going to go ahead and play this through. You edited in DaVinci. So now what I'm going to do is, since this is going to be changing frequently, this is going to be a really cool effect. So I'm going to grab this cassette tape effect. And I'm going to grab just that one effect right there. So I'm going to go frame by frame, okay? So every time that this comes on, we're going to essentially put this in the beginning. So boom, 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 boom. Highlight all of these together as a group and turn them down, and turn the semitones down by like 3-ish. So now if we play this through. In DaVinci Resolve, and you are... And we have to make sure this is on mono as well. So I'm actually going to turn this up just a little bit more because we can not really hear it. So edit in DaVinci Resolve, and you are stuck leveling up Athens. Okay. Now to pair this sound effect up right here, what we're going to do is we're going to grab this effect right here. So if we play this through, perfect sound effect for overlays, bro. Like literally perfect. So I'm going to bring this in the middle of my clip, turn it down by like 5. Once again, we're just going to turn the semitones down. Okay. Boom. Then we're going to add a small swoosh. So now we're going to grab this one, the small one, start it about right here. Then listen up. Then listen. Turn this one down as well. Geez, 7 questions. How do I reduce lagging of my video? I will show you guys all of these, and we'll also have a Q&A. You guys can't hear the sound effects? Well, dang, that sucks. But anyways, guys, I can't do anything about the sound effects, which kind of sucks. But basically, what you're going to do in order to improve your sound effects is turn the audio down. So whatever you think is good for the audio, you turn it down by like 3 to 4 decibels, okay? And another thing you need to be playing with is the semitones, okay? Semitones is one of the biggest things when it comes to your audio and your sound effects, right? You can get a complete different effect, okay? You can get a complete... No, we can't hear your computer sound. It's all right, though. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Next meeting, we'll get that situated. But for this one, we had to move on. So, but anyways, guys, just literally basically changing the volume down and turning the semitones, messing with the semitones. You can get a complete different sound effect by changing the semitones. So negative takes the sound effect lower. Positive, so like a positive number, like 1 or higher, will make it higher pitched. So it's basically changing the pitch, okay? It's the biggest part, okay? That is going to conclude audio. That is going to basically conclude audio. Yeah. Okay, so that's sound design. Now we're going to go over the editing techniques, okay? So I want everyone to drop a 1 in the chat if you're ready to move on, okay? I want 1s. Yep, again, we got to move on. Let's get it. Love to see the energy, guys. Okay. So guys, this is how I literally speed my workflow up by hours, okay? First things first, my plugins. My plugins, guys, you all know I have my plugins. Pre-animate. These are just drag and drop templates that I use, whatever. I'm not even going to promote that here, okay? I'm not even going to promote that. We have this thing called a power bins, okay? So in order to show your power bins, you go to the 3 lines and you press show power bins. In order to make a power bin, you double click and you press add a new bin. So double click, new bin, okay? And you add anything in here that you ever want. So right here, I have my essential overlays pack. I have this in here and it goes into every single project that I open up. Okay. So say I open up a project that's just for a client. All of these will be here. All of these will be here. Let's say I open up a project that I'm going to do for my YouTube channel, right? All of these will be here, bro. All of these will be here. Okay. We have my sounds, my sound effects, my shakes, my pack bundles, like the graphics for my pack bundles, my thumbnails. I create thumbnails in DaVinci Resolve. I have all the assets just in my power bins. And then obviously effects. So let's say I have this zoom effect that I made. So this zoom effect I made right here. It's on an adjustment clip right here. So if I add the adjustment clip to my power bins, that effect will be saved forever and it can get more advanced. So you can save more crazy effects like a title that you want to reuse. So you can drag it on and then change the title and then you just use that for every single video. You can do that. That's the crazy part. So like, for example, like this text right here, this text animation, if we go ahead and plop this on to the timeline, boom, I made this text animation and I was able to just save it. And now if I go in here, I can just literally just change this text. So video editing, right? So now if we play this back, boom, look, video editing. And just literally it just saved there for me. Okay. So that's how that works. Now, what we're going to go over is keyboard customization. So go to DaVinci Resolve and go to keyboard customization. And now we are in this issue right here. Okay, so how I cut my clip is this slash button right here. So as you can see, it's called split clip. So I put split clip on the slash and then shift plus delete is going to ripple delete your footage. Those are the only shortcuts that I have installed myself. D is for deactivate, will bypass all grades. Shift R will change the clip speed. If you do Shift 9, that will cut to angle 9. So it will basically, it will pull up the project settings. Sorry. Command Z will go back. Command C, obviously, everyone knows what Command C is. Command V is paste. Okay. And that's pretty much it. Like I don't have much like customization keyboard within that. Like I just have the few that I made. Okay. So big ones, plugins, power bins, the keyboard customizations. And yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. Okay. So now that we have that there, okay. So I promised everyone who stayed on the end of the call would get, obviously, my packs, right? So here, let's do this really quick. We need to go over one more thing. So productivity hacks. Okay, guys, so this is what I was able to achieve with the knowledge I know. Sorry for the delay, guys. Okay, and this is the stuff that you guys can achieve too, right? So like, guys, I just want to let you know and show you what I've been able to achieve. So I've been able to achieve things far beyond just video editing. Okay, so this is what I was able to achieve. Just all of these views, guys, literally just all of these views. Okay. Like these are real-time views of what I've gotten my clients, like 8 million views, 70K views, 200K views, 90K views, 400K views, right? I've worked with some of the biggest names, ESPN. I've literally worked with ESPN, guys, with the video editing experience that I know right now. I have worked with the biggest names, guys, like literally some of the biggest names. Okay. And there's a reason why they choose me, right? There's a reason. There's always a reason why they always choose me, okay? So you've seen my past content. You've seen my past content. And guys, this is why I created the YouTube channel, okay? This is why I created the YouTube channel. I wish that I was showing you guys the stuff that I wish I knew, the stuff I've never seen before. This is why I've given so much back to the community. I've given so much back to the community. And this genuinely did not happen overnight. Like genuinely, this literally did not happen overnight. Okay. So instead of me teaching you how to edit like me, so guys, listen, everyone just listen. Don't worry about the pop-up menu. Okay. Don't worry about the pop-up menu. Instead of me teaching you how to edit like me, I'll teach you how to edit like you. Okay. We all know the struggle. And honestly, guys, I would have paid an infinite amount of money to learn what I know now. Literally an infinite amount of money without all the years and all the time, effort spent, right? all the struggles, comparing yourself to other editors, spending time, hours of time on YouTube, spending hours tweaking the slider bars, struggling to get your perfect look on within your video, struggling to find those dream clients because your edits are not good enough, right? If this is you, then spam a one. Everyone spam a one if you guys, this is why you're here. Everyone spam a one. Okay? Perfect. This is exactly why you guys are here, right? And guys, I want to do more for the community. I want to fast track your guys' way there. Okay? I want to see all of you become better than me. But unfortunately, it's just not enough. I need, like, you literally need more. That's the issue. You guys need more. Okay? Which is why I created the DaVinci Resolve University, guys. This is the biggest drop I've ever done in my life. I've never done something like this before. And guys, there's a reason. There's a winning formula that I've developed over the last 3.5 years. What is inside of this community? 2x weekly calls. Okay, 2x weekly calls. Here's what I have to offer outside of my free education. 2x weekly calls, which is valued at over 2,000. A full in-depth course that's being added daily, if not every single week, valued at 1,300. Paid community, 1,500 or 500, sorry. And all of my editing packs, okay? All for $57. And this is the community price, okay? But if you guys use the code WIN20, because you guys are all winners. You guys are all winners. You get $20 off the community for being in this. Now, I'm going to promote this all week. But for those who join this call, you get this code WIN20. And only 50 people who use this, which is everyone in the server, can only use this. So you get all of this for $37 for life. $37. Let's think about that. Let's think about this for a second. Okay, guys? Let's think about this. Let's think about this. Okay. A Netflix subscription is $28 a month. So think about it. If just $9 more, you could fast track your way and become one of the best pro video editors that you've ever seen in your life. Like, become. So guys, as promised, I'm going to drop the link to my pack. And now we're going to do a Q&A. If you guys want, if you have any questions, let me know. This is huge, guys. This is huge. This is huge. Yep. Guys, go join the community. It's the biggest drop I've ever done personally. Yeah, Dominic is actually in, guys. It is so worth it, bro. He already went through the course. He's crushing it. And we're actually starting the weekly calls here soon as well. So